Hi guys, hope you're keeping well. I just thought I'd jump on with an energy update as we head into the weekend. See what energies are around, and yeah, I feel a lot of us are starting to feel some energy lift and shift. I know a lot of us have been finding it incredibly difficult energetically for quite some time now, so I do feel that yeah, things are definitely shifting anyway. I can feel the lightness within myself, and also a lot of people I'm speaking with and reading for are also feeling the similar shifts. So I guess we're coming out of our cocoon phases and it's time for us to get moving this year, and I feel forward movement for sure, at least for the next few months anyway, so let's hope it stays like that. Yeah, so the main energy I've got here is temperance, and this is about balance here. So again, there's a message here about kind of, you know, where are you placing your energy. This is the main message that is coming out this week, is look at where you're placing your energy, and you know, it's kind of like fill your own cup up first before you've got any reserves. You know, it's always good to offer a helping hand when you can. However, you know, when life gets difficult, your main focus has to be on your own energy field and building that up. And sometimes the more rest we take, the quicker we take to heal. Now, that's not to say, you know, to force any kind of process, but it's being in this element of acceptance. And I know it's uncomfortable sometimes to rest and do nothing, but sometimes that is needed, and that actually helps this recalibration period just kind of work through. So yeah, there's a definite message about recalibration here, and more so look where you're putting your energy, and strength as well. There's a lot of strength. This card to me is, I'm hearing someone say, this is who I am, this is how I operate, this is how I move forward. And this is someone who's standing strong within themselves. They know themselves, they know where they're going, they know where they're walking. And I'm getting grounding as well with this. I'm getting energy for the root chakra and for the sacral chakra as well. So those two elements, I feel, to me there's an element of things grounding in with this as well. So I'm getting a message of, you know, because you have been pouring into yourself and your world, and you have been watching this kind of where you've been placing your energy basically. So there's two messages here. There's, with this I'm seeing like, you know, two different groups of people here. So this is about the ascension process. So some of you are already kind of in this element of being able to pour, and some of you are having this energy poured into you because you're kind of elevating and you're lifting yourself up. So wherever you find yourself, the main thing is look at where you're placing your energy. Sometimes we can go into ourselves for a little bit too long as well. So it's kind of, again, getting that balance here of making sure you're not, you know, hiding yourself for too long. Having said that, if you feel you need to shut yourself away, you feel you need to shut yourself away. Sometimes it is a protective measure. And as well, sometimes when we suffer from illness as well, again, we deliberately get knocked off of our feet because we are vulnerable and susceptible to kind of energies. And I just feel, you know, life has a funny way of working itself out sometimes, and I just feel that if we can just learn to trust that at any given moment, you know, we are right where we need to be. And if it feels right, you know, it might feel uncomfortable, but you'll know, you know, usually you know whether you are meant to be resting or moving. You know, I just feel when you're connected with your intuition as well, and when you're kind of really listening to the messages of your soul, you're connected in with your heart, you're listening to your guides. If you're, you know, you're hearing just, you know, stay put, but it feels uncomfortable and you can't make logical sense of that, again, does this feel right? And if it feels right, you can trust that that is the right movement for you. So, and then I've got paired with the Ten of Cups here. So This is solar plexus energy. This is new beginnings. Number 10s for me always represent, you know, new energies coming in as well. So sometimes it's not about the physical shifts, it's those energetic shifts. Okay, so again, what I'm hearing is this pouring in of these new energies here. So I really feel like as we move into this weekend and the week ahead, there's a lot more playful energy coming through, and I just feel if you can find that lighter side to yourself, you know, it's not always about being extroverted. This is saying find what brings you joy, even if that is being home warm and cozy curled up with a book, and if that brings you joy, that brings you joy. You're still connecting in with your inner child and your solar plexus. So this is about what feels comfortable for you. This is about what do you need from your inner child at the moment, and that's solar plexus energy. So there's focus on the 3 lower chakras that I'm getting through. So I do feel that there's an element of grounding in and bringing into balance and just trying to be in the moment as well. Try not to get too scattered with your energy. So I'm actually hearing kind of like a lot of breath work and meditation. So it feels like a period of calm still. I don't feel, you know, we're going to be completely breaking out and ready to get out there, you know, in terms of having all of this energy. And another message I'm getting through as I'm saying this is, you know, sometimes when we get these bursts of energy back, we can be quick to pour that energy out, and then we burn out again very quickly. So another message I'm getting through is if you're one of those people who get energy back and then want to kind of spread it around pretty quickly, is try and conserve that energy a little bit longer still. Pour out what you can when you can, but don't overexert yourself, and, you know, don't drain yourself again. But I feel there's been a lot of energetic attacks, and, you know, no matter how strong our auric fields are sometimes, it leaks through. It's just, you know, it just happens. And I feel if, you know, we can be a bit hard on ourselves sometimes, and we can feel, well, why am I not protecting myself enough? So I feel like there's a group of people I'm speaking with, and I'm hearing that question is, so someone's doubting themselves, someone's wondering why they're not doing enough to protect their energy field, and to protect themselves from low vibrational, and I want to say manipulative energy. And what I say to that is, some energies are stronger than our energies, and the more light we shine, the more love we give, people are going to attach onto that case, like, you know, energy vampires. And as I say, there's a lot of unhealed trauma, like people suffering trauma, and they don't want to do the inner work, but they want to feel good, so they drain on your energy. And it happens because we're good loving people and we just want to help. Okay, so if that is you, then do some work on releasing that. I just want to get some clarification on some energies as well, because I feel there's another message trying to come through. So we can clarify that, please, Spirit. And yep, of course you're falling on the floor. Okay, Knight of Cups here. So I'm getting the energy of things being plain sailing for a little while with this. And I feel like, you know, this is because you know where you're heading. You know, again with this energy, there's cups, there's cups everywhere here. So Temperance, there's those cups. 10 of Cups, you know. I feel like the message I'm getting through with this is one of your manifestations is on the way to you. Okay, so I feel like you've been working on a number of things here, and I do feel that, you know, for some of you one of these is coming in, and for some of you I'm getting the message of, again, take what resonates with your situation here. What concentrate on one thing at the moment. And that message is coming back here is, where are you placing your energy? You know, energy flows where your intention goes. Okay, so what are you focusing on? Pick one thing at the moment and focus on that, and that is what will be delivered to you. But I'm getting a lot of, there's some very calming energy. I'm not feeling like there's any scattered energy here with this. The horses might be quite significant for you as well. And the dolphin, I've just noticed some dolphins here as well. So I've just been guided to point out the dolphins, and they're actually kind of everywhere in this image. So dolphins are representative of unity, their love. It's like the inner child as well. Again, that playful energy. They're very healing animals as well. So I'm getting a message through about a very healing connection as well is coming in for some of you. Yeah, something about love and loyalty as well. And you know, you may have an affinity to water. So yeah, there's just some little signs and synchronicities there that Spirit are showing me and asking me to pass over to you. So just gonna get some more energies here. Yeah, positive intention. Again, you know, message, where are you focusing your energy? Where is your energy going? Those horses again in the background, very, very significant, these horses. And this fruit of abundance. Okay, so whatever you focus your energy on at this moment in time, this is what is going to bear the fruits of labour as we go through the year. And also, you know, some of you have already been working on this over the last few months. Okay, so there's a real confirmation here about abundance coming in. That number 14 is significant for some, and if I roll that down, that's the number of 5. And again, the number of 5 for me also signifies change and transition, transformation. So with this 10 come out in the tarot as well, I just feel like, you know, there's another message here about leveling up, doubling up. So I feel it's a really, really good year for soul alignment and soul connections, and that is the key message. So that's the key message basically is watch where your energy is going, and wherever you focus your energy, that's where the growth and abundance will be. And you know, there's another message coming through that if you're focusing on your energy on something that isn't in alignment with you, if you're focusing your energy on a toxic situation, that toxicity is going to grow. So do make sure that you're feeling good with whatever you're doing at the moment. And if it doesn't feel good, you can realign yourself at any given moment. Okay, so you don't have to wait to a certain time. You can choose to realign yourself at any given moment. So that's the key message. Whatever you focus on, it's going to grow. So if you're focusing on negativity and toxicity, that is what's going to grow. If you're focusing your energy on goodness, doing good, being good, expressing gratitude, affirmations, inner work, that is going to grow in abundance for you as well. Okay, so I am beautiful, as I'm saying about affirmations. So this is about self-love as well. And yeah, again, I'm rolling that 37 up to the number 10. So I really do feel like, you know, with all these butterflies, that number 37 is going to be significant for someone. Could be an age as well that I'm just being guided to shout out. But there's loads of butterflies. I mean, yeah, there's butterflies here. So again, that's transition, that's transformation, that's growth. It's loving yourself as well and accepting yourself. And you know, we're all divine beings, and that divinity, it lies within us all. Okay, and if you don't recognize your worth, if you don't love yourself, if you feel that you're unlovable, the outside world is gonna kind of it's gonna show that, and that's what's gonna kind of present itself. So you've really got to believe that, you know, what is on the inside, listening to the heart as well. So those affirmations and that self-belief is really, really key to work on, I feel. And ascension here, so yeah. I opened up saying about ascension, and Spirit have just confirmed that for me there. That's 7, number 7 is significant as well. So there's something about life path 7. We're in a number 7 year as well, by the way, guys. Yeah, we're in a number 7 year, and you know that, like, number 7 ascension, and this is basically where we're at, and there is that message of growth, and it's about letting this divinity and this light kind of shine through you. It's about opening yourself up to a new belief system, that belief system being in yourself as well. So really work on those, being grateful for yourself, showing love for yourself, being compassionate with yourself, and also making sure that where you can, you are extending that to your outside world as well. So I feel like this is that message about being internal for too long is, yeah, we need to draw ourselves back sometimes to recalibrate, but still make sure you are offering yourself to the world when you can. And that doesn't have to be big, massive steps. It can be just being there for someone when they need a listening ear, if you've got the energy yourself, or even saying a prayer for someone if you haven't got that much energy. You know, it really doesn't have to be big, massive steps, but as long as you're happy with yourself. But yeah, ascension is gonna be kind of really ramping up this year, I feel, and yeah, that's Spirit's confirmation there. So I am going to get some Spirit animal messages as well. And do you want me to take more? Yeah, okay, this came out before, but I'll take it. It's obviously significant still. Okay, so I have got the Buffalo Spirit here. The abundant universe will provide. And the number 10 again. So this number 10 is very significant as well. Again, it's having that belief that, you know, Spirit will always provide for you. And yes, you've got to actively take those steps, and you know, making sure that you're making those moves and you're doing what you need to be doing. But when you are following your path, when you are, you know, you're allowing yourself to be soul-led basically over anything else. Even when it comes down to the why, your Spirit will always bring in what you need. So, you know, my personal experience is, you know, finances are quite tight for a lot of people at the moment, and you know, we're all feeling the pinch. And even when I'm down to my last couple of pounds in the bank, I stress about it, but I don't feel the need to scramble around and think, oh my god, I've got to try and get some money. Spirit always bring me a check through the door, or you know, some clients. So, you know, and that is because I'm in that feminine receptive energy, and I'm trusting as well, and because, you know, I personally have been called to rest much of this winter, and I've been listening to that. I've not kind of been pushing myself above and beyond what I'm being asked to do, and because I've been listening to that, I've relaxed into, okay, Spirit, that's what you're asking me to do, that's what I'm trusting in, and they have not let me down. Let's just put it that way. You know, it's been difficult, don't get me wrong, and this is coming out of the head and into the heart, so that transition period is difficult, but really, when you learn to trust in your intuition, and as I say, allow yourself to be soul-led, you will not be let down, okay? I've got the Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. Yeah, that number 56, number 11, and number 2. So if you're into numerology, or you've got number 6, those numbers there. Again, this is about weaving that web, you know, allowing yourself to be soul-led, staying in your prominent energy. So whether you're, you know, carry mainly masculine energy or feminine energy, it's about being in those energies and in alignment with your predominant energy field basically. So yeah, this is about kind of leaving your mark as well. And a message here is, what legacy do you want to leave? You know, if how would you want people to remember you when you're no longer here? When you know, after you've met someone, what would you want them to think about you? You know, how would you want to be remembered? What difference do you want to make in this world? And that is another message with this is, you know, weave your web and allow yourself to work your magic, and be loving, be kind, be compassionate. You know, I've been hearing recently, it's kind of like, you know, we're leaving a period where tough love is kind of no longer working, and I don't feel like that is in alignment with the you know, the open heart chakra. It's time to be compassionate, it's time to be like caring, it's time to think, what does somebody else need from me? It's a time to give more than we take. So those are some really prominent themes that I feel have been coming up. And we've got the vulture spirit, nothing is wasted, number 63. Number 9, closing of cycles. When a cycle closes, a new one can open. This came out a couple of weeks ago, the last time I done a reading. And again, the message about closing of cycles, nothing's wasted. The crown on this vulture, you know, this is about biding your time as well. And I'm getting the similar message here, but you know, that spider, it's kind of, it's biding its time, it's weaving its web. This vulture is looking for its opportunity. And another message I'm getting here is, you know, divine timing is sometimes things, you know, things are, life can be complex, and it can take a number of things to kind of click. So once this, you know, once the web is woven, spirit can drop things on us, but until things are kind of watertight, again with that cup energy, until things are watertight, you know, you can't kind of get to where you need to go or where you want to go. So come back into the moment, allow yourself to be, and just trust that, you know, whatever you're doing at this moment in time, it is building upon your future. Whether you're learning a lesson that's strengthening yourself in your being, or you're collecting things along the path that will benefit you further down the line. So again, just trust that you are right where you need to be, and make sure your energy is focused on what you need from yourself at this moment in time. So whether that's, you know, coming out of this period of rest and getting creative, or, you know, focusing on a business, or whatever your focus needs to be on, if that is resting and that's your heart space, that's where you put your focus. So what is your focus needing to be on? What do you need from yourself? And let that be your guide forward for the next couple of days. So I just wanna, okay, so I've got yeah, some new cards here that I've not used before, but this is a remember your dreams ritual. So a journal and a pen. I personally use my phone. I keep my phone by my bed, and sometimes I wake up at ridiculous times in the morning, you know, because I've had some, you know, a dream or a vision or a download, and I just like to make sure I'm getting it written down, just because it kind of pieces things together and it guides me. So that's another good thing. You don't have to use a journal and pen if you want to use your phone. The most important thing about learning from your dreams is to make a daily ritual of writing them down immediately on waking. If nothing comes to mind, write down the emotions you feel. They will have been inspired by a dream and may spark recall of the dream itself. So, and then I've got another one here, of, you know, when you wake up. So whoever this is for, I feel, you know, if your productive time is the morning, I personally do mine before I go to bed because I'm not a morning person. So again, if the morning doesn't resonate with you, then do your journaling, and you know, whatever else you do of an evening, or even during the day if that works for you. So these are saying about the morning, but truly it's about what what time works for you. Begin your day with a few deep breaths and say, I call to the air that I may understand, to fire I may create, to water for flow, and to earth for grounding into myself. Whatever the day may bring, good morning and welcome. So yeah, I was going to get some more cards, but actually I feel with that affirmation, I feel like I'm going to close off and leave it there. I do hope you have a wonderful weekend and week ahead. If you do, week ahead even. If you do want any personalised guidance sessions, any Reiki, any energy cleansing, if you want any dream interpretation even, do link in with me and I will be happy to work with you. lovinglighthealing.co.uk if you want to check out my website, or for Instagram, loving_light_healing. Take care, lots of love.